A letter to Chris Neil, the Ottawa Senators, and Ottawa Senator fans.
You're Locked On Sabres, your daily podcast on the Buffalo Sabres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
During the COVID pandemic in 2020, Chopin Bulldog on WGR Sports Radio 550 in Buffalo hosted the I Hate Your Stupid Face Draft. Players that, quote, you dislike so much, you may just want to punch them in the face. And with the 19th overall pick in that draft, I picked Chris Neil. I hate Chris Neil. He was the villain of the 2006-2007 Ottawa Senators that battled with the Sabres for Eastern Conference supremacy. He is the predator that tried to end Chris Drury's season on February 22nd, 2007 with a filthy late hit to the head of the Sabres captain. The Sabres made Neil's teammates pay the punishment for his crime that night. On Friday night, the Ottawa Senators will make Neil the fourth Senator to have his jersey number raised to the rafters forever, joining Daniel Alfredsson, Chris Phillips, and 1930 star Frank Finnegan. And when they do, they will be celebrating everything that was wrong with hockey and what has been since eradicated from the sport. A player that would have no business playing 1,000 games in the National Hockey League were it not for the threat of him delivering concussions to his opponents. Chris Neil would not exist in today's game. In an era that is focused on speed, skill, and talent, where the best offensive plays look like Picasso's fine works of art, he would get dusted. Neil played 1,026 games in the NHL, all for Ottawa, and registered 250 points. That is the fourth fewest amount of points by a forward with 1,000 plus games in NHL history. In some ways, you might expect this from an organization that has been run by what the Ringer called in 2019, quote, the worst sports franchise owner in North America. A team that ranks 26th in win percentage since they re-entered the NHL in 1992. And while Eugene Melnick, the Senators owner, passed away in 2022, and the team looks for new ownership, the team is still run by his people and his hires. People that have oversaw one of the most dysfunctional teams in all of sports. The Ottawa Senators have been an embarrassment, and they will continue to embarrass themselves on Friday night, retiring a number for a player that every organization has several of. There is nothing special about Chris Neil. Hundreds of players in NHL history have been a long-time tough guy that towed the line between what is dirty and what is considered message sending. You don't see the Boston Bruins retiring Sean Thornton's number. You don't see the Penguins retiring Matt Cook's number, nor the Dallas Stars with Steve Ott's number. So, Senators fans, if you want to celebrate your glorified mascot with a jersey retirement, go right ahead. You will talk yourself into all the reasons why Neil's number deserves to be in the rafters of that lump of concrete in the middle of nowhere that you call an arena. And while you do that, all of us here in the rest of the world will be over here laughing at you.